Tasting Like a Boss Outside Edition. If you looked at the thumbnail on YouTube, no, we didn't actually kiss. We didn't. He's playing hard to get this morning. No, reality is I didn't want to kiss him because you never know what he eats out in the yard. And he's a dog, okay? He tries to lick my face every once in a while. The other dogs are roaming free too, so you might hear them a little bit. But we are going to be doing a review today. And what are we going to be doing, Dustin? Well, my chocolate dog, we're going to be doing chocolate hazelnut by Trader Joe's. It is a light roast coffee. I'm wearing my Alice in Wonderland shirt with a Mad Hatter on it, but we're not having a tea party. No. We're going to have a Mad Hatter coffee party. So I'll be your Mad Hatter, and let's go on this coffee journey together. What do you think, Dustin? Yes. All right, we're doing it 3 ways today, like we usually do. 1, we have it in cold brew. This is brewed over 24 hours. So we have that. Yeah, it's the Bones cup. I love it. So I use it all the time, as you guys know. We also have it in drip. Now, I did put it in a glass container as well. There's a reason. We'll come back to that. And then we have it in the espresso format, don't we, Dustin? Yes, we do. So we're going to go through each one of those flavors and see how it works for those people who've, this may be your first video, who knows? So, got this at Trader Joe's. Again, I want to point out, it is a light roast. The smell on it, I've already smelled it, but I'm going to smell it again. Oh, you seem like you are actually interested today. Well, look at you. Did you want to smell it? Just don't lick inside. You want to smell it? Did you like it? No. Okay. That doesn't usually happen. All right. It is very chocolatey. It smells very natural smelling. Doesn't smell like artificial flavoring. It might be, I don't know, but it doesn't seem like it. But it doesn't smell like a light roast. It smells like a medium to dark roast. Definitely medium. But yeah, it's got a very, very good smell to it. And are you trying to get down already? Are you giving up on the review? First you don't make out with me, then you don't want to do the review? Okay. What I wanted to point out though is, let's look at the drip. The drip, maybe it looks light to you, but this actually has a darker roast to it than I actually anticipated having for a light roast coffee. And we'll get to the smell as well, but yeah, it seems like it's really a medium roast, at least what I would consider a medium roast as opposed to a light roast. So let's get to the tasting, all right? We got the cold brew here, again, brew for 24 hours. Not really any scent on it, which is typical for most cold brews. All right, here we go. Ready, Dustin? Yes. Tasting like a boss. Here we go. Okay. It tastes like a nice medium cold brew with chocolate undertones. It's not in-your-face chocolatey, which, based upon the smells I was getting in the house when we were doing the drip and everything, I actually thought it was going to be pretty intensely chocolate. It is not. It's very subtle. But very balanced. It's not earthy. It's not bitter. Has no sour notes at all. Some people might think it's well, I don't think it's watery, but it may not have enough flavor dynamic for some people. But I like this. I think this is a nice way to have your cold brew coffee in the morning. You know, some cold brew coffees, you can tell from the moment you have it, you just know you're going to be having heartburn later. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. In the comments, tell me if you've ever had that feeling. You just know, you're like, yeah, I'm going to get punished for this later. No, not here. But would I get it for the chocolate hazelnut flavor? No, I'm not really getting that hazelnut. I'm not really getting sometimes you'll get that light hazelnut chocolate, like thinking about those chocolate rocher eggs. I'm not really getting that. Oh, I just now noticed, by the way, for those people who care, yeah, you get your standard little bag here on the side. I think that's a cute little, almost like Art Deco design on the side. I appreciate that. I don't know. I think that's kind of neat. All right, I mean, I'm not going to hang it on the wall or anything, but yeah, that's a nice little touch. All right, let's move off of the cold brew, which again, I think is a thumbs up, but not enthusiastically. This isn't gonna be my my go-to cold brew coffee. I have other ones for that, but still good if you wanna use it for that. And you want a light roast that doesn't taste like a light roast. Here we go, we got our drip here. Give it a smell. Here, the coffee notes are there, the chocolate notes are there. Also getting some nuttiness as well, the hazelnut. So let's see if it tastes any different. Tasting like a boss, here we go. Completely different experience. Completely different experience. First off, I know it, again, I gotta harp on this. I know it says light roast. This tastes not just like a medium roast. This tastes like a dark to medium roast. It has that flavor. It's got that earthiness, but not bitter. Well, if it, you know, earthy and bitter can sort of tie together to some degree, but when I say bitter, I find that somewhat as an offensive taste. There is no offense to this taste at all. No offense taken or given as far as I'm concerned. I'm getting my coffee notes, I'm getting my chocolate notes, I'm getting the hazelnut as well. It's all there. This is a drip coffee that when you give it to someone, they should know what it is. If they don't, they may ask what kind this is, and when you tell them, it's gonna be like, bing, that's exactly what it is. So as advertised, Trader Joe's chocolate hazelnut tastes like chocolate hazelnut, but not as advertised. It is not a light roast. It is appreciatively a roast that tastes a lot more like a medium to almost dark roast. So well done on that, guys. And one of the comments that was made on YouTube had to do with the way I was doing the drip. I'm just using standard drip. So this is all from standard drip flavor. But some individuals will tell me they have some drip machines that have a rich setting. Okay, I do not have that. I don't even know if I want that because drip is not the way I do things. But this is just a tip for people who are doing the other flavored coffees, or maybe I feel that it's not as pronounced in the flavor. It has to do with a lot of the Bones flavors from time to time. You guys know that. I've said that. If you have a coffee machine or want to invest in a coffee machine that has a rich setting, I'm being told that the individuals who use the rich setting for those flavored coffees are able to get more flavor out of that coffee. So I want to say thank you to that viewer for that comment. Let's move to the espresso though, because so far it's a thumbs up, an enthusiastic thumbs up, and now we have the espresso. The espresso has a very interesting color dynamic to the top of its foam. It's a little bit darker than your typical. Again, leading me to believe that this is more of a dark roast, but here we go. The chocolate notes are a lot higher on the espresso than even the drip. Not so much the hazelnut. It smells more like chocolate than it does coffee. So here we go, tasting like a boss. That is really good, really good. You always have that worry in the beginning as you drink these flavored coffees in an espresso format that you're gonna get that sourness, and I had it for like a split second. But that goes away. You are getting those coffee notes, you are getting those hazel notes. This is, I mean, I'm just gonna say, if it's not espresso, beans, which again, I like making it just typical espresso. If it's not espresso beans, I'm going with a flavored coffee. This is up there with the top three. It's got to. I mean, that is a good, so that is a big enthusiastic thumbs up for me on the espresso. So I will definitely be using that through the holidays, no doubt. That is a big thumbs up on the drip, absolutely. And it's just hey, you know, a pretty standard cold brew. But now I want to go back to it. I want to go back to the cold brew. Did I miss something? Let's see. Well, here we go. Nah, it's watery. I mean, it is. I was saying before that individuals might think it's water. I wouldn't. But going from those back here, it is. It isn't one word. It feels like just water. You know, where the flavors kind of separate, where you're like, this is nothing but water and a little bit of coffee at the end. What I mean by watery is it's very weak on the cold brew, and I cold brewed this for 24 hours plus, so. Okay, well, this guy's getting rambunctious. I got some other things to do. I think this is my second tasting of something from Trader Joe's. I like the coffee in the can, and I am now a fan of this chocolate hazelnut, so I'm glad that Boss of Boss made us buy more than one bag. So if you find yourself at Trader Joe's and you want to try something for the holidays or even beyond, I give this my endorsement, and they do not pay me. And Dustin, do you have your big tongue out? No, you don't. Okay, well, oh well, what are you gonna do? Anyway, enjoy the rest of your day. I might be doing another review on something else that's Christmassy today, I think. But keep hitting like, subscribe, and share. We are near 400 subscribers, which I think is great. And I just love that you guys like to watch these videos. So please put stuff in the comments. That means a lot to me, and if I can, I'll comment back. Until next time, people, from Dustin Henderson to myself to you, have a great morning and keep tasting like a boss.